Earlier this year, a glitch spread graphic, violent videos to unsuspecting Instagram users. Instagram's owner, Meta, says it fixed the problem and enacted filters to protect younger users. But a CBS News data dive finds violent content is still pervasive on Instagram Reels. We want to warn you, some of the subject matter is disturbing. CBS News investigative data journalist Chris Hacker is part of our reporting team on this story. He joins us now. So, Chris, what kind of videos did you find on Instagram Reels? And why were they still there after Meta says they fixed this?
So what Meta fixed wasn't necessarily the presence of this content on their platform, but rather how often it is recommended to people. The glitch that happened in February caused people to see horrific violence a lot more than, Meta might have intended, but it was there before that glitch and it remains there today, we found. That content includes videos of real-world violence, such as fights, severe car crashes, and one of the most common things I saw in our reporting was videos of real-world shootings where people are clearly seriously injured or killed. And these are not just informational videos presented for news purposes, but rather packaged up in sort of a meme format and presented to users for entertainment. We found in our review more than 600 accounts that posted that type of content, but the real number is likely far higher.
What is Meta saying about this?
So they say that they try not to recommend violent content and they add warning labels to some of it. But we found it was quite easy to find this type of content on the platform, and much of it is uncensored, despite the fact that Meta does have an automated system designed to put warning screens on certain types of violence. Now, no one except Meta knows exactly how many views this violent content receives on the platform, but in our review of those 600 accounts, we found they'd easily racked up views in the millions or even billions. Now, they're not directly profiting from this content, but the content creators who post it definitely are. Not directly from Meta, but they found ways to monetize their accounts through these under-the-table deals with entities like gambling companies and porn agencies to make money from the engagement that Instagram Reels algorithm drives toward that violent content.
My goodness. I mean, you say this type of content, it's called gore, right? And how do policies at Instagram compare with other platforms like TikTok?
Yeah, so Instagram Reels, I should say, and TikTok are essentially identical. They both share a nearly identical user interface. In the back end, their algorithms work in very similar, essentially identical ways. The difference is how they handle violent content in their policies. TikTok has very strict rules around violent content. They ban videos that depict real-world violence, while Meta allows a lot of that content to remain up on its platform with that warning label that you might see. As part of our reporting, we typed dozens of search queries into both Instagram and TikTok and found that while there were some results on TikTok for sure, the content that we found there was far less extreme, and it had been viewed by far fewer people than what we saw in the searches on Instagram.
All right. Well, Chris Hacker, I don't know what you've seen, but thank you for doing it in the name of journalism.